Embark on a journey into the amazing animal kingdom. From the color-changing chameleons to the deep-diving emperor penguins, this journey will introduce you to some incredible creatures and their fascinating behaviors. Prepare to be amazed by these astounding animal facts. Did you know that chameleons change colors to communicate, not just for camouflage? Yes, these fascinating creatures are the ultimate quick-change artists of the animal kingdom. But their color-changing abilities are not merely about blending into the background. The chameleon's skin is incredibly unique. It's made up of several layers of specialized cells called chromatophores, each containing various pigments. By adjusting these cells, a chameleon can control the wavelengths of light reflected off its skin, essentially allowing it to pick its color of the day. But why go through all this trouble? Well, chameleons use their color-changing abilities to communicate a range of messages to other chameleons. For instance, a male chameleon might show off a dazzling display of colors to woo a female or to intimidate a potential rival. On the other hand, a chameleon feeling under the weather may adopt darker hues, signaling its poor health status. Color change also plays a role in thermoregulation. On a cool morning, a chameleon might darken its skin to absorb more heat and ramp up its body temperature. Conversely, in the scorching afternoon sun, it might switch to lighter tones to reflect light and keep cool. Interestingly, the color changes are not purely voluntary. They're also triggered by changes in the chameleon's emotional state. For example, a chameleon that's startled or stressed may suddenly display bright, contrasting colors. It's like wearing your heart on your sleeve, or in this case, your skin. In the wild, this ability to communicate visually is crucial. It helps chameleons avoid unnecessary conflict, find mates, and survive in their often harsh and unpredictable environments. It's a beautiful example of how nature has equipped these creatures with such a complex and effective form of communication. So, next time you see a chameleon, remember, it's not just about blending in. It's about expressing emotion, asserting dominance, attracting a mate, and even controlling body temperature. Truly, the chameleon's color-changing ability is a sophisticated language all its own. Have you ever wondered why flamingos are pink? It's a question that has sparked curiosity in many minds. The answer lies not in their genetics, but in their diet. Flamingos are not born pink. In fact, flamingo chicks are hatched with gray or white feathers. The transformation from their dull birth color to the vibrant pink we associate with flamingos is a gradual process, and it's all thanks to their diet. These statuesque birds have a diet primarily consisting of shrimp and algae. But it's not the shrimp and algae themselves that give flamingos their pink hue. It's actually the high amounts of carotenoids found in these foods. Carotenoids are organic pigments that are naturally occurring in the chloroplasts and chromoplasts of plants and some other photosynthetic organisms like algae. When flamingos consume foods rich in carotenoids, their bodies break down the pigments into pink and orange molecule compounds. These compounds are then absorbed by fats in the bird's tissues, and are eventually deposited in the feathers, skin, and beak. Over time, as the flamingo continues to consume carotenoid-rich foods, the pink and orange compounds build up, and the flamingo's feathers slowly transition from their original gray or white to a range of pink, orange, or even a deep, almost red color. It's interesting to note that the intensity of a flamingo's color can actually indicate the quality of its habitat. The pinker the bird, the more carotenoid-rich foods it has been able to consume, suggesting a plentiful food supply in its environment. So, the next time you see a flamingo and marvel at its unique color, remember it's not just a pretty face. That vibrant pink is a testament to the bird's diet and the health of its habitat. It's a visual representation of the old saying, "You are what you eat." So, flamingos owe their vibrant color to their diet. And there you have it, a peek into the fascinating world of flamingos and the science behind their iconic pink hue. Each dolphin has a unique whistle, much like a name. Now isn't that something? In the vast expanse of the ocean, how do these marine marvels manage to communicate and recognize each other? For dolphins, sound is the key to communication. They use a variety of clicks, whistles, and body movements to convey messages to their podmates. But the most fascinating aspect of their communication is the signature whistle. This whistle is as unique to a dolphin as a fingerprint is to a human. It's their name in the language of clicks and whistles, a sonic ID card that says, "Hey, it's me." These signature whistles are developed during a dolphin's infancy and stay with them throughout their life. Dolphins even have the ability to mimic the unique whistles of others. an important tool for maintaining social bonds. It's as if they're calling out each other's names, a behavior that's incredibly rare in the animal kingdom. Can you imagine being in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by the blue expanse, and being able to call out to your friend several miles away with just a unique sound? That's exactly what dolphins do. They use these signature whistles not just for identification, but also to maintain group cohesion and coordinate activities. And it's not just about practicality. Studies have shown that these whistles are used more frequently during times of high excitement and stress, suggesting they may also serve an emotional function. Yes, you heard right. Dolphins like us may use their names to express feelings and emotions. So, while we humans may rely on facial recognition or a familiar voice to identify our friends and family, dolphins have developed their own sophisticated form of identification and communication. They've turned the vast, silent ocean into a stage for their sonic performances, painting their underwater world with a symphony of sounds. Dolphins truly have a unique way of knowing who's who in their pod. So, the next time you see these graceful creatures leaping out of the water, remember each one of them has a name, a unique sound that resonates through the ocean depths, defining their identity in the dolphin society. Ever wondered what causes the buzzing sound of honeybees? Well, let's dive into this fascinating topic. Honeybees, these small yet industrious insects, are known for their distinctive buzzing sound. But have you ever paused and pondered what causes this unique noise? It's all down to their wings. Remarkably, a honeybee's wings beat at an astounding rate of 200 times per second. Let that sink in, 200 times in the blink of an eye. It's this high-frequency flapping that generates the characteristic buzz we associate with these hard-working insects. But there's more to it than just creating a sound. This rapid wing speed is essential for the honeybee's flight and maneuverability. Now let's delve a bit deeper. The honeybee's wings are not just for flying from flower to flower or back to the hive. They also serve a critical role in the bee's survival and the survival of the hive. When a honeybee finds a new source of food, it returns to the hive and performs a waggle dance. This dance, combined with the buzzing sound of their wings, communicates the location of the food source to the other bees. Talk about effective communication skills. But the work doesn't stop there. Inside the hive, bees also use their wings for another vital function. They fan their wings to control the temperature and humidity within the hive, essentially acting as natural air conditioners. This is crucial for the survival of the hive, especially during hot summer months and for the development of their young. So, the next time you hear the buzzing of honeybees, remember that it's not just noise. It's a testament to their tireless work ethic, their complex communication system, and their vital role in maintaining the ecosystem. So, the buzzing sound of honeybees is actually the sound of hard work. Elephants have a 22-month gestation period, the longest in land mammals. Yes, you heard that right, 22 months, that's almost 2 years, a time span that surpasses the gestation periods of most mammals and makes the elephant's pregnancy one of the most fascinating aspects of the animal kingdom. This lengthy gestation period is primarily due to the size and complexity of the elephant's brain. Elephants are highly intelligent creatures and their brains need time to develop to their full potential. Just like in humans, an elephant calf's brain continues to grow and develop after birth, but the crucial initial development happens during those 22 months in the womb. The long gestation period also allows the calf to grow large enough to survive in the wild. When born, an elephant calf weighs about 200 pounds and stands about 3 feet tall. That's quite hefty for a newborn, wouldn't you agree? But in the grand scheme of life on the savannah, this size is necessary. It provides the newborn with a fighting chance against potential predators and environmental challenges. Another reason for the elephant's long gestation period is the slow reproductive rate. Elephants typically give birth only once every 4 to 5 years, which helps to maintain a balance in their population size. This slow rate of reproduction could be a protective measure against overpopulation and resource depletion. This lengthy gestation period is not without its challenges though. It puts a significant strain on the mother elephant, who must consume enough food and water to sustain both herself and her growing calf. This is one of the reasons why elephants spend so much of their day eating, up to 16 hours. In conclusion, the elephant's 22-month gestation period is a testament to nature's incredible design. The time allows for the development of a complex brain, a robust body, and the slow, steady growth of the elephant population. So, the next time you see an elephant, take a moment to appreciate the remarkable journey that each calf has undertaken even before setting foot in the world. Elephants truly are remarkable creatures. Giraffes have the same number of neck vertebrae as humans, 7. This fact might seem surprising considering the impressive length of a giraffe's neck compared to ours, but nature, in its infinite wisdom, has crafted a fascinating solution to support these majestic creatures' towering stature. Diving into the anatomy of giraffes, the first thing to note is their characteristic long necks. These aren't just for show. They're a vital adaptation that allows giraffes to reach the high branches of trees for food, something that most other herbivores can't do. Now you might be wondering, how can a giraffe's neck be so long with only 7 vertebrae? The answer lies in the size of each individual vertebra. In humans, our neck vertebrae are relatively small. In giraffes, however, each vertebra can be up to 10 inches long. That's around the size of a regular dinner plate. But having such long vertebrae isn't without its challenges. To support the weight of their necks and prevent them from toppling over, giraffes have evolved powerful muscles and a strong ligament system. This not only gives their neck its flexibility and strength, but also allows these graceful animals to hold their heads up high without tiring. Moreover, their unique neck structure doesn't stop at vertebrae and muscles. The giraffe's circulatory system is also specifically adapted to manage the blood flow uphill to their brains, preventing them from fainting when they lift their heads. And let's not forget about their ossicones, those horn-like structures on top of their heads. While not a part of their neck, they do add some length and are used in neck wrestling matches between males, a behavior known as necking. So, despite their long necks, giraffes have the same number of neck vertebrae as we do. It's a testament to the resourcefulness of evolution, shaping each species perfectly for their environment and lifestyle. As we continue our journey through the animal kingdom, let's celebrate this awe-inspiring diversity, reminding us that nature always finds a way. Did you know owls can rotate their necks 270 degrees? Now, doesn't that sound like it's straight out of a science fiction film? But it's all true. Owls, those silent nocturnal hunters, have an incredible and almost otherworldly ability to swivel their heads in ways that would give most creatures a severe case of vertigo. This unique ability is not just for show, it's a crucial part of the owl's hunting strategy. You see, unlike us humans and most other animals, owls have fixed eye sockets. This means they can't move their eyes around the way we do. So, to compensate for this, nature has gifted them with the ability to rotate their necks at an astonishing 270 degrees without causing any harm to their blood vessels or tearing their tendons. What makes this possible, you ask? Well, owls have a flexible neck structure, featuring a set of double-jointed vertebrae. This special structure allows them to turn their heads almost completely around. But that's not all. Owls also have a unique vascular system with large reservoirs of blood, located at the base of their heads. This ensures that their brains and eyes still receive enough blood, even when they twist their necks to extreme degrees. This remarkable head rotation ability not only allows owls to spot potential prey or danger from almost any direction, but it also enables them to remain still and silent, maintaining a low profile while they observe their surroundings. It's a perfect example of how nature, through millions of years of evolution, comes up with fascinating solutions to life's challenges. So the next time you see an owl perched on a tree branch, twisting its head in a seemingly impossible manner, remember, it's not just doing it to impress you. It's a survival strategy, a remarkable adaptation that helps it thrive in the wild. From the silent swoop of their flight to the piercing gaze of their large eyes, owls are creatures that never cease to amaze. With their ability to rotate their necks to such extreme degrees, owls truly have a unique perspective on the world. Emperor penguins dive the deepest among birds, up to 1,850 feet. That's nearly 6 football fields laid end to end. Now, try to imagine that for a moment, a bird diving deeper than most submarines dare to venture. It's a feat that leaves us in awe of these resilient creatures. Emperor penguins are the largest of all penguins, standing tall at nearly 4 feet. But it's not their size that sets them apart. It's their extraordinary ability to dive to incredible depths in the freezing Antarctic waters in search of food. Their bodies are remarkably adapted to this high-pressure environment. Unlike other birds, emperor penguins have solid rather than hollow bones, which allows them to withstand the intense pressures of the deep sea. They also have a unique ability to slow their heart rate and conserve oxygen, which helps them to stay underwater for up to 20 minutes at a time. But that's not all. Their feathers are densely packed and coated with oil, forming a waterproof layer that insulates them from the freezing cold. They also have a layer of blubber, which not only adds buoyancy but also serves as an energy reserve during their long dives. The survival of emperor penguins in such harsh conditions is a testament to their resilience. They brave the brutal Antarctic winters and dive into the icy depths, all while raising their young in one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth. Their ability to dive so deep is not just a remarkable feat of endurance, it's also a crucial part of their survival strategy. The deep sea is rich in krill and fish, the main diet of emperor penguins. By diving deep, they can access food sources that other predators can't reach. Emperor penguins truly are the deep-sea divers of the bird world. Their incredible diving abilities, combined with their resilience and adaptability, make them one of nature's most awe-inspiring creatures. Their story is a reminder of the amazing adaptability of life on our planet, even in its most extreme environments. Snails can sleep for 3 years during unfavorable conditions. Now, isn't that an interesting fact to start with? Imagine being able to catch up on all the sleep you've missed over the years in one long slumber. Well, that's precisely what snails do. But let's not call it sleep in the usual sense. It's a form of hibernation known as estivation. When the weather becomes too hot or too dry for their liking, snails will retreat into their shells and seal themselves off with a layer of mucus, which hardens into a protective structure called an epiphragm. This slimy shield not only helps to retain moisture, but also keeps predators at bay. Snails aren't picky about where they choose to estivate. They can be found clinging to tree trunks, hiding under leaves, or even buried in the soil. The important thing for them is to find a spot where they can stay cool and damp. During their deep slumber, snails' metabolic processes slow down to a crawl. They can survive without food or water for years, living off stored fat reserves. Their heart rate drops and they barely breathe. It's as if they're in suspended animation, waiting for the world outside to become hospitable again. Incredibly, when the conditions improve, these mollusks can wake up and go about their lives as if nothing happened. They may have missed a few years of the world going by, but they've survived, and that's what counts. This fascinating ability to sleep through adversity is a remarkable survival strategy that has allowed snails to persist in some of the harshest environments on Earth. So whether it's a scorching desert or a parched garden, you can bet there are snails tucked away, waiting for the right moment to emerge. So when times get tough, snails really know how to take a long nap. Frogs absorb water through their skin instead of drinking. This fascinating fact may seem a bit strange to us, but it's just one of the many ways that frogs have adapted to thrive in their environments. Let's talk about this unique hydration strategy. You see, frogs have what's called drink patches on their skin, primarily located on their belly and the underside of their thighs. This permeable skin is a marvel of nature, allowing them to absorb moisture directly from their surroundings. It's like wearing a sponge suit that keeps you hydrated all day long. But it's not just about sipping a drink through the skin. This ability plays a vital role in a frog's survival. Imagine living in a hot, dry climate. If you had to rely on finding a water source to drink from, you might not last very long. But frogs, they just need to find a moist patch of ground, dew-covered leaf, or even just a humid morning air, and they're good to go. However, this skin-sipping superpower comes with its own set of challenges. Frog skin is so thin and sensitive that it can easily absorb harmful chemicals and pollutants. This makes them excellent bioindicators, helping scientists monitor the health of our ecosystems. Yet it also makes them vulnerable to environmental changes and pollution. So the next time you see a frog, remember, it's not just a simple, slimy creature. It's a remarkable survivalist with a unique way of doing things. It doesn't need to sip from a stream or gulp from a pond. Instead, it just sits, absorbs, and stays hydrated. And this, my friends, is just one of the many remarkable adaptations in the animal kingdom. A testament to the incredible diversity and ingenuity of life on our planet. So, frogs have their own unique way of staying hydrated. We've just explored some amazing facts about the animal kingdom. From chameleons' color-changing skills to the unique whistle of dolphins, we've journeyed through a world of extraordinary creatures. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating adventure. Discover more wonders in the animal kingdom.